Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick live stream. We're going to be playing more of The Witcher 3 here. And can we get some hype out of the gate here for the Goonie, who sent over this copy of The Witcher 3. I'm going to put a hype in that chat right now. Welcome in though. We've been away from The Witcher 3 for a little while. Let's see what Geralt's up to now that we're back. And if you don't know the channel you're watching, it's called The Voice of Nick. On here I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. We play story-based games on here, and they're what we call ultra-blind playthroughs. So I don't talk over story or cutscene moments, but I do request no one utilize their pre-existing knowledge of the game or franchise. If you want to see more of what happens on here, you can type !games in the chat. You'll get a full list of all 4 concurrent gameplay series going now, including The Witcher 3. And if you like what you see today, don't forget to hit that follow button up top. Now, let's jump into the show, ladies and gents. I'm going to get Witcher 3 loaded up while we're opening up the show here. Welcome Decap into the stream. Welcome Azure Tundra into the stream. Hope you guys are ready for some witching. Whole lot of witching going on here. Let's see what happens with Geralt today. I'm excited. I like this game a lot, and it's been a while. It's been quite a while since we've played Witcher. Get my headphones ready to go. Let's do it.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Valen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Alright, so now, if I was going to guess what we were doing, I think we're still trying to figure out where Junior is. And we went to the saunas. I think we found out that he's at his house. But I don't know what we were doing between that. Let's find out.
Whores only ever go in, not once come out.
That little guardian emperor can kiss my ass.
Okay, so this is exactly where we are. We're at his house. Alright, let's do it, guys. Send some hearts for Geralt. He's back.
What do you want?
Where's Whoreson Jr.?
Oh, this one's got bollocks, don't he? Junior ought to know someone's sniffing around.
Here to talk about the new girls for Whoreson.
Never seen you here before. You know him?
Can't say that I do.
I'm new here.
Yeah? What happened to Norbert?
Cleaver happened to him.
Poor sod.
Better than to die of consumption, remember? He looked a bit on the downslope.
All right. But next time, remember to bring the tarts for Junior through the back by way of the old canal. Go through there.
Thanks, I'll keep it in mind.
Thank you, Decap. Thank you, Azure Tundra, for the hearts. Let's head on over to the back entrance. It's a beautiful day in Witcher Country.
You were here waiting yesterday. What did they do then? Same as always. Started with her fingernails, ended with breaking her bones. I can't take this anymore. End of this watch, I'll put you in for a transfer.
Calm down, Piers.
They're just witches. Maybe. But they scream like you and me.
Damn, that was an unsettling story. You guys saying if wishes were fishes, then there'd be no room in the sea for water.
Witcher.
Hello, sir.
Shut up, you misborn clod.
Oh, this is the blacksmith that we always go to. I know where we are now.
Whoreson Jr.'s men visit you too. Collecting protection coin.
I visited everyone, and everyone only Witcher stood up to them.
At least someone found the courage.
Just after they'd taken his third finger. And once he'd spilled where he kept his gold, they cut off the rest.
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism and desertion.
So we're going into... I don't see how this building is connected to that building. You kind of got the movies working? Nice. Well, that's good. It's a really tough nut to crack. I was surprised that you attempted it, because like that's an extremely advanced type of thing to attempt to do with PC games, is play an out-of-date game. It's like one of the hardest things you can attempt to do. As a tone saying, don't ask me where we are in the story. Last one I watched was part 44. Oh. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what happened since then. But, yeah, this game has been really good. We're on part 64, wow. A lot of episodes. You guys saying your executable got corrupted? Oh. Did you ever get to play it? Did you play the video game yet? Oh, look at this secret hideout. Oh, you haven't played it yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really tough to run. Yeah, it's a heck of an ordeal to get to this guy's hideout. So you have to break the wall every time you want to go into this hideout?
Where are the women? Where's the entertainment?
I'm it.
Kill the horse, eh?
They killed him!
Got him. You guys saying once it runs, I'll probably be playing it non-stop. Yeah, definitely a great game. Damn, I think we're stuck here with this guy. Hold on, can I shut this door? Open the door, Geralt. There you go. It wouldn't let me open it while I have my sword out.
Is she?
There's a casket in that thing? How do you hold a casket? Pretty impressive, girl.
Fucking degenerate. He so much as touched Ciri, he'll pay.
Whoa.
Nailed it to the wall.
Climb, girl, climb. Ow. Got him. So we were supposed to not find that area yet. So let's look at the rest of the estate. I can't get the counterattack anymore. There we go. Ah, wait, I think I have the ability to redirect the arrows now.
You smell like dead meat, arsehole.
Oh, he's not gonna shoot again. Oh, so this is the front entrance of his estate. I get it. Do you guys think I'm happy I got as close as I have? Yeah, well, one step closer is definitely always good. You should be saving duplicates of the files that you get, by the way, for you. Then you wouldn't be having that problem with having to find the corrupted file, original version again. As a Turner saying, the parts with Geralt and Yennefer, the voice actor is good. Yeah, he does a good job. I like that guy. Are you on the second one, the Sword of Destiny, right now? So now we want to go back into the house. You guys saying, have you heard of Redwall? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't. Is it a fantasy series? Oh, examine, examine. Oh, this is extinguish.
What the sandwich fuck is this? No! Fuck me! Help me for fuck's sake!
No one's coming.
Stop! What? What do you want?
Hello, Junior. I've come to talk.
I'll do whatever you want.
Got a few questions to start with.
I'll tell you everything.
I'm looking for a young woman and a minstrel. I know you've met them.
A bird? What fucking...
Ashen-haired with a sword on her back, just like me.
Yeah. That was... I remember.
Pay attention now. You'll tell the truth. Want to know why?
I won't lie. Honest.
Took me a long time to find you. Wasn't an easy road to travel. I'm angry and tired. Had to talk to people I didn't want to talk to. Wouldn't normally talk to. Some of them tried to cheat me. Some tried to lie. I didn't like it one bit. I feel like one more lie'd be the last bitter drop in a chalice full of sorrow. And then I'd do something I would later regret. Now you know why you can't lie to me?
Yes.
Good. I'd like to know how the ashen-haired woman ended up meeting you, and what happened to her.
What happened to her? She attacked me.
Lie one more time, and I'll cut your balls off.
We'd made a deal. I was to repair their magic filler, what's it? That girl and the songster were to bring me Siggy Reuven's treasure. They didn't, so I might have flown off the handle a bit, I admit.
What did you do?
I nabbed their flunky, Dodo, and waited for them to come for him. Look, this. Here's what they wanted fixed.
A phylactery? You can fix something like this?
Not me. I know a guy.
Wasting my time, Junior. I need details.
I'll tell you all. Just the way it happened.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Calm down, Dandelion. You can't leave Dudu in Horson Jr.'s hands, you know that.
I know, but my gut can't be reasoned with, and no amount of sympathy I feel can silence it, blot it out.
cheer up. We can manage this, I'm certain.
Famous last words right there.
Have you learned where Horson is keeping Dudu?
Room on the top floor. One with the balcony.
I'll need to cross onto the roof. Wait for me in front of Junior's house. And I know it's difficult, but do try to look inconspicuous.
If they hurt you, Horson will pay.
I must climb onto the roof.
You guys think it's a fantasy series with characters that are animals? Sounds cool. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Nobody in games is ever bothered that they need an umbrella. It's not that easy to just stand in the driving rain like that. Actually, in The Witcher 1...
Room on the top floor. One with the balcony.
In The Witcher 1, they, all the people in the town would, like, go under a roof when it rained, and I thought that was really cool. But I don't think they ever brought that back.
There's the balcony. Let's see what's inside.
And now, my dear Dodo, I believe I'll try a different tool. Afraid I'm bored with this one.
You're fucking balmy, Junior! Anyone tell you that?
No. Most say I'm nice. Wants to get to know me.
So you enjoy good company? Like to make new acquaintances?
You plan to introduce me to someone interesting? There you are. Good of you to come. I've been waiting for you. On your knees, bitch!
Each time Ciri uses her special powers, her energy declines. Some energy is restored each time you attack a foe. You'll regain access to Ciri's special abilities once your energy has increased to the required level. Where's her energy?
I got you, you little whore.
What's her special power? Blink.
Where's Reuven's treasure?
Oh. Cool. Whoa.
I got you, you little whore.
Wow. That's a pretty good power to have.
Where's Reuven's treasure? Fucking kill you, cunt!
An eye for an eye.
They're coming!
Dudu, listen. This is what we'll do.
Get that fucking whore!
That was good.
On with it! Grab the cat!
Azure Tundra might recognize what's going on here if you know the character of Dudu. There he is. You guys saying Dandelion sounds like Sean Astin? Maybe a little bit. They changed his voice actor in this one. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. see if we can get multiple guys with this. Cool. Got him. Do you guys think, why doesn't Geralt have that ability? I assume it's because Ciri has the power, which is like the thing that the kid in the first Witcher had. Remember, he could like teleport? But that's not an ability that anybody else in this universe has, even the mages. What was that kid's name? Alfred or something? Damn, I can't remember that kid's... Aldous? Alvin. I think it was Alvin. Yeah, Alvin had that power. And then it turned out that he was the Grand Mage or whatever of the Knights.
That's what happened. Told you true.
Doo-doo, what happened to him?
I don't fucking know. Prick vanished. There one moment, gone the next.
What happened to the woman?
Fuck if I know. One of the boys got her in the back, but she's alive, I swear it.
Got anything else to say?
I've told you all I know. Everything.
You hurt the woman I'm looking for. You tortured her friend.
She attacked me. I have a right to defend myself. I beg you. Got what I deserved. Have mercy. Please.
Let me tell you where things stand. I'm looking for this woman, 'cause she's like a daughter to me. And that's why I just can't let this go.
No, no.
I mean, there's also the fact that this guy tortured like a zillion people. That's probably a good reason not to let him live either. Do you guys think as long as Simon and Theodore have the power? Yeah, I assume they do. Love it. The play's the thing. It'll earn the conscience of the Whoreson Jr. Advice to my fellow tradesmen. Never take on a phylactery repair job. Unless that is you don't mind sleepless nights. Don't be fooled by the infernal contraption's uncomplicated appearance. I've been struggling with this blasted phylactery for 2 weeks now. I've used every tool I own, every trick I've ever learned, and I have no pink-cheeked novice, having practiced this trade for a good 30 years. I'll next try applying a concentration of chestnut, but I have little hope it'll do anything. So they didn't figure out how to fix it. Did he take the phylactery with him, though? I don't see it around. As they're trying to say, like, we really believe you. Yeah. I guess it's the best lead Geralt has to go on, though. Do you guys think Ciri, or as Tundra's saying, Ciri's like a superhero? Give her a show on CW? Yeah, I'd watch it. Maybe they'll do a second Netflix show that's like The Witcher and then The Other Witcher. And The Other Witcher is about Ciri. The Other Witcher. That's probably not the best possible name they could do.
Seems you've resolved your matters. It's time you return the favor.
Radovid doesn't like to wait much, does he?
No, he does not. You'll come with us. The HMS Oxenford Tretogor. Once the crown jewel of the Redanian fleet. Decommissioned now, though.
Nice boat.
You'll need to leave your weapons if I'm to let you aboard. Follow me. Ship was funded with donations from noble women. Ladies from the most prominent families gave up their jewelry.
A spur-of-the-moment patriotic impulse?
You're a homeless wanderer. Can't understand what it is to truly love one's country.
Damn, was that really called for?
There you are.
Need something from me, Your Majesty?
You've never been one to mince words. Very well. Find Philippa Eilhart. That's my wish. I ordered her eyes gouged out once. But apparently her blindness troubles her not. My hunters have detected Lady Eilhart hiding east of Oxenfurt. They have further established that she has magically sealed the entrance to her shelter. Entering it will be difficult. I believe you might succeed in doing so. Bring her to me, alive.
Seems like a bad idea.
Philippa Eilhart. What's she looking for here?
I suspect she wants to find her old friends, reconvene the lodge. Perhaps she seeks revenge on me. Lady Eilhart is known for her persistence. At times I recall the lessons she gave me when I was a child. Her teachings as memorable as the punishment she meted out. She was subtle and patient in her cruelty. I took her sight, but she remains dangerous. I'd advise you to be cautious.
Philippa's using magic. You'd be better off sending mages after her.
I agreed to the Conclave's revival, but what has this brought me? The mages at my side are mediocrities, cowards. They couldn't hold a candle to the likes of Eilhart, Loantil, or Merigold.
There's always your witch hunters.
You are the best witch hunter. You've proven it clearly. Sheila de Tanzaville and Philippa Eilhart's plan. You were the one to foil it. I want you to finish what you started. Now go to the mountains and bring me Philippa Eilhart.
A favor for Radovid. Probably can't steal any of this stuff. Wow, it's a big old ship. Wait, so what else do we have to do? We have the Plays the Thing. So this is the main quest. Wow, this Radovid thing is actually a side quest. Okay, and then everything else is not a thing. You guys saying shots fired? I know. The guy didn't need to say that.
Shut up, you misborn clout.
Damn, everybody's so mean to us. We're trying to help you guys. Maybe we won't get Philippa Eilhart now. Gonna treat us like that.
Your arms.
Thanks.
Never seen better steel in my life. Blade must strike true, no?
It's a matter of the hand, not the steel it's holding.
There you go. That's like they say that, because like in the trade that I'm in, like video production, a lot of people will say,
Pardon me,
hold on.
Witcher Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah, what do you want?
I've a message for you.
Hang on. Who from?
Read it. You'll know.
Oh, alright. Oh, perfumed letter. Is it gonna be her? We need to talk as soon as possible. It's important. TM. TM? Trademark. Tracy Morgan. Is it Tracy
Sent by
Morgan?
Triss. Must have been. I should find her.
Is it pretty ridiculous that I couldn't figure that out? Alright, now... Wow, where the heck? Triss is way up. Oh, we're not even in, we're not even in Novigrad right now. But what's his name's thing is... in Oxenfurt. Or not. What's the thing that was in Oxenfurt? This one's also in Novigrad. I guess we'll do this now. Yeah, anyway, they, in the video production game, a lot of people will watch a great, you know, thing that somebody shot and they'll say, oh, what kind of camera did you use? And most people who know about cinematography will say that's a ridiculous question because you'd never eat a great meal and then ask the cook, what kind of oven did you use? Because the point is not the tool, it's the know-how that uses the tool. You guys saying I forgot where I read it, but I saw something that said, a sword is just a sword. The arm that holds it, that makes it good or evil. Yeah. It's a good way to, it's a good thought. Uh-oh. Up this way. Going off the beaten path. And now we found a new beaten path. Uh-oh. Get out of here, wolves. Get out of here, I say. He kept saying, Ron Howard said, always bear in mind, at some point or another, every project you undertake will break your heart. You have to keep going if you want to succeed. Yeah. There's a great,
That's it, Roach.
My favorite book of all time, non-fiction book, is The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield, the guy who wrote The Legend of Bagger Vance and Gates of Fire. And he basically posits that to, like, if you're actually doing the thing you want to do seriously, if you're a true professional, then you don't just do the thing when it is convenient for you or when you have the motivation. You do it every single day no matter what, and you never stop doing it. And I've held that to heart, as many people may imagine. I've held that to heart pretty seriously.
Move it.
But yeah, there's a lot of great quotes about that kind of thing of like...
Slow now. Whoa.
It's like, the definition of being a professional is that you do the thing whether or not you feel like it.
March back in there. But, Commander, it's full of monsters and traps. We've dragged out 4 wounded, and there's near a dozen corpses still down there. I don't give a shit. Eternal flame.
Having trouble?
Nothing fucking but. One ploughing trouble after the other.
Well, what's it to you? Who are you?
A means to solve your troubles. Radovid sent me.
No, it's you. Been waiting for you.
Don't exactly sound delighted.
Would you expect us to? We've done half the work. Now you show up and take all the glory.
Word was you hadn't been able to get inside.
Till yesterday, when we found this. Doesn't look like much, but it's got power of some sort. Opens the entrance.
Good work. Saved me some time.
We're thrilled.
What can I expect to find inside?
Everything. Anything. It's an old elven temple, the witch Isleheart turned into her hideout. Look at him. Fell into some magic trap, then monsters attacked him. Barely got out alive.
Any of your men still down there?
Dozen or so went in. They's all that came out. Rest are probably dead.
Think Philip is still inside?
That we don't know. Only certain thing is she was there at some point.
Certain? How's that?
We've been after her since Lochmuin. Poking out her eyes weren't enough. Radovid should have gutted her there and then. As it is, she turned into an owl and fled. Flew across Kedwin and Redania, then tucked herself away here.
Time I saw her, Philip is still in there.
Don't count on anyone going in to retrieve your corpse. Maybe not. Maybe go
What do you
fuck
reckon?
yourself.
Think you'll find something?
That cutthroat. Not on your life.
Well, he is a witcher.
Witcher or not, he'll be dead before you can say 2 prayers.
Chest completely crushed. Ribs must have pierced the lungs.
Radovid's
Oh,
not paying you
flesh
to
charred to the
now,
bone
is he?
in places.
What are you looking at?
You guys saying I like Joss Whedon, who said every story he ever told? Yeah. That's a, they say that there's only 13 plot lines that exist in narrative. I think 13 is the number. It might be 7 or 8.
Maybe, maybe not.
But yeah, it all comes down to those, and then it's just a matter of finesse after that.
Gotta be some mechanism that opens this door.
Oh.
Missing one tile.
I honestly don't remember which one Philippa Eilhart is. I guess we'll find out as we go.
Perfect hideout. For an owl. Be a bit harder for me to move around.
Okay, here we go. It's time to search.
Neckers. Might have expected as much. They love places like this. Ugly bastard.
Where'd you go? Did he burrow in the
connector? Maybe I can start it up.
Whoa. What the heck is in there? A pterodactyl? Oh man. Alright. What do we got here? Can we do something with this? No. Do you guys saying, I got a game for you, Portal! Oh man, Geralt would have a real hard time with that. I'd play it though.
A power cell for portals. Feels dead. Maybe a sign will revive it.
Sign. Maybe, Igni? Nope. Axe Ard?
Should work now. Did it. Activated the portal.
I extinguished my candle.
Stay back. Not one step closer.
Sheathe that before you hurt yourself.
Wait. You that Witcher the king was supposed to send?
Guessed it. You should know by now how dangerous this place is. I'll wait up above with the others.
Not a chance. Those cowards ran at the first whiff of monsters. I made a stiffer stuff. Besides, something big's set to happen here. I just know it. I learn what it is. Radovid will appreciate it. King will promote me. Maybe even give me a medal.
What's the big event that's supposed to happen?
Don't know the details, but I came across Philippa Eilhart's notes. Mentioned Ida Emian, Margarita Low Antil, Francesca Finderbear, and Fringilla Vigo. As I see it, they aim to meet here.
Think Philippa's still here?
Can't rightly know. Sure, we searched a few caverns, but hidden nooks abound. If someone wanted to hide in here, they could easily. Even if they weren't an owl.
Alright, let's get you out of here.
Told you already, no chance. Besides, the teleport's power cell. I broke it off. We've to wait till they come for us. Got no choice.
Nobody's gonna come for us. Give me the crystal, I'll get us out of here.
But the monsters?
I'll defend you.
What if you can't?
Be a good little hunter and give me the crystal.
I am a good little hunter. There you go.
Ah.
Love letters.
Dear Philippa, as I write this, I am sipping your favorite cocktail on the terrace of my father's Matina estate and wondering, what the devil are you thinking? I'd understand if you'd simply grown bored with me. I'd accept it. If it had turned out that the pair we made was not to your liking, or that you had found yourself a younger, prettier model. But for the love of the bleeding gods, Jeekstra? That, with all due respect, pot-bellied swine? Over me? I do not know if you have been testing new concoctions that have addled your mind, or perhaps if this is another one of your games. Yet even if you must seek intimacy with that primitive for political reasons, I do not see why this should mean the end of our relationship. After all, it would not be the first time we would hide our love. Ugh, my phone keeps... hold on. For some reason the Twitch app plays your audio twice. There we go. Decaf adding a quote. What's in there, a pterodactyl? Good stuff.
Interesting. Philippa dumped some woman for Dijkstra.
Is this where you put the crystal?
Right. Now to activate it.
But we still have to search the hideout. Or maybe we don't need to search this particular area. We'll check it anyway.
I'll just wait here. They'll come for me.
Aha!
A remix. It's edge frayed. This is an owl feather.
Got him. Whoa.
Must have been her laboratory.
I like all these Eastern looking kind of vials and stuff that they have in the labs.
Portal. Missing its power cell. Maybe the Neckers took a liking to it.
Like they have like a Turkish look to them, those vials. I think that's cool.
Another feather. Doubt Philippa had an aviary. These are signs of polymorphy.
Let's see. Can we go down? Ah.
A tunnel. Wonder where it leads.
Flexecution, thank you for the host. And if you're hanging out in that chat, then how is your night going?
Power cell.
I love how in the Ciri missions we you don't actually keep any of the stuff you pick up because obviously it's just a flashback. It doesn't go into Geralt's inventory, but I still bother to pick up all the stuff. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Welcome iStealth into the stream. Could you get an exclamation mark high for iStealth joining the show? How is your night going, iStealth? Are you at work yet? Or are you getting ready for work? It says one of these guys is alive, but they can't be alive, right? Let's torch them. Maybe they're playing dead. That wasn't torch. Torch them. Yeah. Oh, it still says they're alive, though. Can I jump up this? There we go. Oh, so that's where we came in. Luckily, we don't really have to keep track of where these teleporters are going. Not yet, at least. There we go. I still think to the host as well. Oh, wait, so now...
Gotta be the lowest level.
Oh, they were all going progressively downwards. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, we found a little secret area behind this thing. Nice. Oh, there's a crystal. Can I activate it? Where's the thing? Oh. So that might be something we have to do later. Execution, welcome into the stream. It's been a while. Good to see you, though. How is your night going, Flexecution? Oh, wait. Is that a good boot that we just got? No. Are any of these swords any good? No. So we have the full armor set right now, or no? No, we're using only the gloves, but we have both swords of the Griffin School. Cool.
Sentry, of course.
Uh-oh. Ifrit. Oh, he's a fire guy as well. Whoa. We gotta be careful here. This guy's... I think we're taking damage just by being near him. Damn. Alright, hold on. Do we not have any potions? Oh, we do. Why are they not showing up in my quick access? Yeah, I'm taking damage just by going near him. That's weird, it didn't show the potion until I used the potion. Oh, we knocked out his fire ability. That's what we were supposed to do. Got him! Oh, nope. Got him! Golem's heart. Cool. I don't think it's in the spirit of of this moment to meditate in the middle, so we're just gonna eat a bunch of our food. As a tender again, that got him. Execution's night is going pretty well. That's good to hear. Mine is going very well. It's I'm a little sad to be back home, but I'm also a little glad to be back home. It's always nice to get back after a trip. Now, we take all this stuff. I think this is probably going to be where we're going. Go! I don't think have been this way. I didn't actually search this area. Oh, I could break those, but that doesn't matter. Nope, that's a torch. I wonder if this will lead us to a secret.
Bed, table, a few chairs. Modest, but a home nonetheless. Agates. Kind Philip always wore around her neck. Except, why are these covered in blood? She either fought someone, or used them in her experiments.
Because you're saying I thought I'd be home by now? Oh. Are you just like there indefinitely? I thought you were there for vacation. Or are you just extending your trip? What is this thing? Torture device?
Blood-stained surgical instruments. Philippa operated on someone here. Notes. Charred, almost completely. Can't read a thing. What's this? Aniseed and birch bark. Powerful disinfectant. Crystal from a megascope. Heavily chipped. A megascope. Scorched, covered in soot. Maybe one of the crystals survived.
I already found the crystal. Tell Radovid what you learned. Oh, so that's it then. Alright. So she must have teleported away, but it might have backfired, because when the crystals are messed up in a megascope, that'll cause big problems. Oh, so this was probably, yeah, this is supposed to be the exit to the area when we came in. I get it. Okay, so this then is what? We've been here. Yes. So then we can go that way. Good. Hey, Shroomy coming in with the raid. Thank you to the Shroomy one for the raid. Can we get a hype in that chat? For Shroomy, what were you playing today? How did your stream go? Can we get a shout out for Shroomy as well? Shroomy, was your stream amazing? How did it go? Are you still in love with the Fortnite season 2, or is it like chapter 2 or something? I think it's chapter 2 actually. Playing Fortnite, there you go. Well, I guess then maybe you are still in love with it. Good stuff. Shroomy saying my last few streams have been insane. Wow, that's good. Hopefully the good kind of insane, I guess, of like doing really well. Oh, and you're anxious to move on November 1st. That is definitely another Shroomy chapter 2. Is that what you call it? Like going to a new place. It's like a new beginning. Moving is stressful, but there's something like very pure about it, where it's like, okay, like wiping the slate. You know, you're going to a new place. Shroomy saying creating my own booster packs. Cool. Oh, using Streamloots. I've heard about Streamloots. Yeah, that's fun. That's really fun. Oh, Shroomy saying it's been mental. Man, Shroomy, thank you so much for sharing your community with us, by the way. To anybody who doesn't know the Shroomy one, make sure you go click on that link in the shout out above and check Shroomy out. Shroomy is just an incredible streamer, and you should certainly be on there. Anybody who's coming from Shroomy stream who doesn't know this one, it's called The Voice of Nick. On here I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. We play story-based games on here, and we also do a little bit of Japanese language learning every single day. As many Shroomy fans may be familiar with as well. The Shroomy is another Japanese student like us. Now, if you want to see which games are being played on here, you can type !games in the chat. You'll get that full list of all the games that we're doing at this very moment, including The Witcher 3, the game we're playing right now. Shroomy saying, how was Japan? It was excellent. It was really great. Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, the previous 10 days, I was in Tokyo, Japan, with a international live streaming, backpack solution where we were streaming every day from Tokyo, all different parts of Tokyo, and it was really, really a great time. Yeah, it was fun too, because I had done a lot of Duolingo and a lot of Wanikani, and I had also just forced myself to converse a lot with people fully in Japanese previously, and forced myself to talk in Japanese, and forced myself to recognize Japanese by changing my phone and a lot of all the things around me into Japanese. So when I got there, I was actually like pretty proficient at communicating with a lot of people. So that was a really good a good time. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that like we chronicled the journey of like from being like pretty rudimentary. Like I only knew like hiragana and katakana and almost no vocabulary when we started 250 days ago, and then we did that and literally went to Japan and saw the progression of like 0 to, or maybe like 5% to whatever percent we're at now, and like seeing the effects of it. It was really cool to be able to do that. Yeah, anybody who wants to see any of the Japan stuff, it's all archived on the channel, and also those episodes are probably by now all out on the YouTube channel, at least most of them. So you can type !episodes to check that, or you can just go back in the VODs. Man, that was a great time. So let's jump back in The Witcher 3 here. Oh yeah, as we were saying, Halloween in Shibuya. That was really cool. Yeah, because we were there we weren't there on Halloween, but Halloween's a Wednesday. So we were there through Halloween weekend, which was when everybody, was out at like the Shibuya crossing and everything, and it was the most crowded I've ever seen a place. On the stream wasn't even the most crowded aspects of it. We weren't We weren't going to go back to that part, like near Shibuya Crossing. But it was just insane. There was police officers every 2 seconds. Nick's getting with the resub, 16 months. Thank you so much to Nick's. Let's get a hype in there. And as a member of the Coffee Posse, Nick's, you get many things on this channel, including the Voice of Nick emote, legendary status in the chat and Discord, 200 meatballs, higher chance to win in the heist minigames, and ad-free streams. You also have that handsome sub badge, which is maxed out. Thank you so much to Nick's for the support. And can we get an exclamation mark high for Nick's joining the stream as well? That was 16 months. Holy crap. Oh, how was Tokyo? It was very good. Yeah, Shibuya Halloween was great. We went to, Akihabara a few times. We went a lot of times to Shinjuku. That's like the best, in my opinion, part of Tokyo. Also the best place to stay because all the places are open latest. So you can go back. You don't need to take a train out of Shinjuku, which, the trains close at, midnight or 1 o'clock or something. You can be in Shinjuku until sunrise and still be doing stuff. Most of the places in Akiba close at like 12, 11. So yeah, it's like if you're in Shibuya too late, then you can't get a train out of Shibuya and you have to take a cab. But if you're in Shinjuku too late, then you can, just stay. If you're staying there, you just go home. Yeah, that's good. You guys saying they say in Florida you can get arrested and fined if you're caught trick-or-treating over age 12. Wow. There wasn't really any trick-or-treating in Shibuya. It was more just like people. It was like a big convention, but in the entire district of people just in costume and going to bars and stuff. But yeah, this year they actually had outlawed drinking on the street. Because it probably sounds weird to most people because in the U.S., in most places, you can't drink on the street anyway. But in Tokyo, you're allowed to drink on the street, despite the fact that it's considered pretty rude. But in Shibuya, on the specific weekend of Halloween, they outlawed it. So we went to a convenience store because we were trying to get, I think it's called Strong Zero, which is kind of like a Four Loko. It's literally illegal in the U.S. It's like a cocktail of like multiple things. It's like Four Loko, I guess. But it's in Japan. They have this thing. It's 100 yen, which is $1, and it's like 3 beers worth of alcohol or something. Like, a pretty good deal. And we tried to get that in the convenience store, and they just had big things of tarp over all of the alcohol areas and said we can't serve alcohol during this time or whatever. So good for them, right? It's pretty cool because it is really rowdy, and also all the gaijin were there in Shibuya. That was like the place for white people. It was like Shibuya on Halloween, because I don't know that it is that big celebrated like by natively Japanese people as much as it is by people who came to Japan from a place that more celebrates Halloween. So yeah, if you have a lot of gaijin in one spot, they're likely to be very rowdy. As we saw, there were a lot of rugby guys who were getting taken away by police for being probably too rowdy. We also saw a really, like, we were in one of the little tiny Golden Guy bars where it literally holds like 4 people. And these rugby guys stuck their heads in and started just harassing the person inside the bar. The typical drunk European guy, like, hey, konnichiwa, this is my wife right here. Haha, she loves this. And like some lady, like harassing some lady who's in the bar, and like the 2 people who owned the place were like just looking at him. But they said that like it's been so many Europeans recently, like they just deal with it, I guess. Most of the bars have covers that, or they'll literally turn gaijin away at the door, which I mentioned a lot on stream, unless you can communicate somewhat effectively. So practice your Japanese, ladies and gents. They will literally profile you out of the bar. They'll say you can't come in, or they'll put cover charges for white people. So it'll be like $10 to get into the bar if you're white, and you can only get like 1 drink. Which, good for them, because all the, like, we've seen a lot of gross activity from rugby people, especially. I mean, we didn't even realize there was a rugby thing going on when we were going, or like when we booked our tickets. But yeah, it was pretty crazy to see. You can really see why they don't like gaijin in Tokyo.
You're alive. Find anything?
They helped us.
Dust, dirt, and a megascope crystal.
Whatever the hell that is. But good chance is important. Hand it here, we'll see the king gets it.
Forgetting yourself. Save your orders for your men.
As you wish. Grab him!
What the heck?
Quick!
Ripping a pair of pincers or white hot tongues.
Get him off your sight!
Don't let him drive you back!
Find the eternal fire!
It's only a witcher!
Got him.
Right, lost your nerve?
As they were saying, Blue and Gray had costumes ready, but on the day forgot to wear them. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, from what we saw, everybody in Shibuya who... I would say 5% of the people that we saw wearing costumes were Japanese. And everybody else was American or European who had brought a costume with them. Or bought one at Don Quixote. Don Quixote was open and probably doing the most business they do all year. Just selling costumes last minute to people who forgot to make or bring one. Yeah, that stuff about like turning away gaijin though is something that a lot of people who like intend to go to Japan probably don't really hear about. But you gotta be ready for that. There was a lot of people too. We saw a lady, it was actually the same lady who was getting harassed in that one bar. They turned her away, or they said like after they had gotten a drink, they basically said like, okay, it's time to go. And then the bartender owner lady basically was saying like, you have to leave the bar now. But they weren't done drinking. And the lady was saying like, oh, we would have bought another drink, but like you've been very rude to us, you know, being a typical entitled American or European or whatever. And the idea was like, they don't, like white people being in their bar is literally a liability because other Japanese people don't want to come in. It's very, you know, it's not the same as the US. There is a lot of stuff like that, but you just have to understand it and you have to roll with it. That's the way their culture is. So yeah, like they'll let you take, like at those little bars, they'll let you get like 1 or 2 drinks if you're white, and then you have to go. If they let you in at all, which a lot of them don't. Yeah, it was a great time though. And being able to, it sounds like I'm describing like the worst thing, but it's really, really useful to be able to communicate in Japanese. And if you're not trying to go to the tiny little bars, you're probably never even gonna notice all the stuff I'm talking about. Like, it's very English friendly in Tokyo. All the subways mapped out in English. You can get wherever you want. But if you're trying to go to the really, truly dark, dingy, tiny hole-in-the-wall bars and restaurants like we like to go to, you have to be able to communicate in Japanese. And you have to be ready for the words and phrases and stuff they use to not be the things that you learn in a textbook either. You have to be like getting out there and you know, talking to people in Japanese. Otherwise, like the second time I went to Tokyo, I had been learning Japanese, but I had only really learned through apps and textbooks, and you know, I was book smart but not street smart, and I essentially knew nothing. Like when I was there, I couldn't communicate at all because the anxiety was too great, and the kind of like lack of knowing anything. Like I didn't actually know anything. I thought I did, but I didn't. And this time I had forced myself a lot to talk beforehand, as you guys know, and also forced myself to do a lot more learning. And this time I was able to do a lot more. But yeah, it was really exhilarating to be able to communicate with somebody in another language, in another country, and do all that stuff.
You know Gerard? The fellow from the hills outside town.
brought sheep cheese to market.
Whoa. That little girl was singing a song about catching witchers. Sing it again. Sing it again. Are you gonna sing it? That's probably her, right?
Take me along the path?
No.
My mummy says hello.
Do you guys think should I get soda or go to bed? Why not both? Unless you're very affected by caffeine. At this point, I just drink coffee and caffeinated beverages literally up until the moment I go to sleep. I don't really get affected by it in a energy type way.
In Vizima's trade quarter. It has a red roof. You know what it's
Streamer drinks a whole can of soda before going to sleep. There you go. Streamer saying it must have been so much fun. Yeah, it was amazing. It was really, really cool. And my brother who was with me doesn't speak Japanese, or he knows some phrases and stuff, but he was mostly you know, relying on me to kind of like translate stuff, and it was pretty interesting to try and do that. Or he would say like, how do you say this? Like, I want to ask them like, you know, are you gonna have this thing in stock later or something? And then I have to come up with a thing. Like he was trying to get Q-tips. I don't know the word for Q-tip. It's not Q-tip in Japanese. They don't have the letter Q for one thing. And so I was like, oh, I went up to the lady and I was like, oh, do you have the white ear thing? Do you have the white ear thing? And then she's like, oh, you're talking about, and it was some other word. I forget what the word was, but like, white ear thing is close enough. If you go like this, white ear thing, they're gonna know what you're talking about to some degree. But yeah, there's a lot of that kind of stuff where it's like, you're not trying to make it pretty, you're just trying to get the point across. And it's always really, it's very mentally engaging.
This is the ship of His Majesty Radovid V, King of Redania. State your business.
Saying that in Japanese, by the way, not in English, white ear thing.
I want to see the king. It's about Philippa Eilhart.
If that's the case, come with me. But no sudden moves. Got my eye on you.
Witcher, any progress? Have you found Eilhart?
Oh.
Wasn't where your men said, but I did find signs of someone doing medical experiments there.
Oh, that's something.
Think Philippa tried to restore her eyesight.
Verily. Empty eye sockets suit her so much better. So, have you any proof?
Got this crystal.
If I'd wanted a shiny bauble, I would have gone to a jeweler. You were to bring me Eilhart.
This is a megascope crystal. The mages you keep in prison should be able to extract something from it.
Yes. Oh, at last. They might prove useful. Not exactly what I expected, but... Very well. You've earned your pay. Now forgive me. I've affairs to which I must attend.
I like the texture of his shirt. Very, flowy. Flowing? Something. Because you're saying the girl at Cafe Ron Ron talked really fast and said so much. Yeah, I think at Cafe Ron Ron I was having a bit of a tough time. There's different levels of... It's kind of like in English, like... There are some people who know how to speak, Gaijin Japanese better, where it's like they're using words that are kind of simpler, and some people just talk in their regular dialect or use words that are going too fast or things like that. So I only got a little bit of what Ron Ron Lady said. Oh wait, this is the wrong mission here. Decaf's gonna go to bed. Good night, Decaf. Have a fantastic night. Yeah, there were some moments where I would be like, oh, I got literally, I would tell my brother too, like, I literally understood that entire sentence. And there were some times when I'd be like, I think they're saying this, or like, I'd hear one word and be like, oh, okay, this. Like at the PUBG cafe, I heard her saying like a lot of things, and I was like, okay, I get the idea of like this is sweet, this is whatever. And then what basically like she said a whole like 3 sentences, and I said to Andrew like, this one's hot, this one's cold. Like that's really the boiling it down of like what I understood / what matters about what she said. That's what it is. Okay, so we're trying to do, that's in the other area, that's in the other area. Pharaoh. Is this in here? So both of these, I believe, are going to be in Novigrad. There's this, and there's this.
Run, Roach.
Let's start selling some of our stuff too.
This big, 5 foot long. What can I do?
Everyone to me!
Take it easy.
We'll actually sell. Well, we're right here, so we'll sell this.
Oh, I'm out. Requisition by the hour. To support the war, eh?
Hey, for the war, eh? What can I do with you for? If I ain't got it today, say the word, I'll have it tomorrow.
Let me see. Might pick something.
Ooh, paint. Oh, that's probably needed for that troll quest that we already did. So he'll buy this stuff, but we want to sell him things the other guy won't buy. We don't have any beer. That's surprising that he didn't pick up any of that. Let's sell him some of this.
So long.
Run, Roach.
Beg your pardon. Best friends this side of the pond tower. Ah! Everyone to me! To me!
Greetings again. So, you got a job for me, an interesting one.
Show me what you have in stock.
Okay, so this guy we want to sell. We probably can't sell any of these yet. So we're going to give him all our weapons. Going to give him some of these. Because you're saying that's how it was growing up. I didn't speak the language, but I understood what was being said. Yeah, because there's like keywords that you can get to understand. Usually when somebody's saying something, there's only a few words that really matter about what they're saying. You know, in the most basic form. And as long as you're, you know, paying attention in Japanese, and as long as you're used to hearing someone speak, you know, not from movies or TV shows, but like in real life. Because that's pretty important, is like understanding how conversational Japanese works and not Japanese from anime or something. That's what gets a lot of people tripped up, because they don't speak realistically in anime at all. Or like understanding the keywords or using body language or whatever, like you can get it. Because I don't speak, I mean, you know, I was able to communicate a lot of stuff, but I don't really speak that much Japanese. Like I'm still probably kindergarten level is how I would describe it. But I was able to have a lot of conversations. And I would also force myself to like ask questions and say things to people in every place we went. You know, like, oh, like, what's your favorite drink? Or like, how's business today? Or how many, you know, have you seen a lot of rugby people around? You know, just random stupid weather type questions, you know, like how's the weather type questions, but forcing myself to do it because I just wanted to make sure that I, you know, keep accelerating the language learning. And also when you're in Japan, there's not the stigma you know, of like, oh, I'm being a douche because I'm in America and forcing this person to speak Japanese, which no one else understands, and I also kind of don't understand. You know what I mean? But in Japan, it's like you're on some level kind of assimilating yourself. So you know, it's the best place to do it, obviously. Yeah, it's really, really good for learning language. I feel like I probably almost doubled my 220 days of Duolingo just by being in Japan for 10 days. Like, there's a lot of progression that came from that. Understanding which set phrases are used the most. If there's 2 words for a certain thing, which one they use a lot. Things like that. That's the stuff you don't learn on an app or in a textbook or whatever. You have to talk to people to know it.
Got a pass? Oh, you don't need a pass. Novigrad, 8 generations and more. The war
Long live acceptance.
But yeah, Duolingo still, I mean, obviously that was so helpful because it's really the main thing that we used. And yeah, it got me a very large portion of the way there.
Ooh, watch it.
There we go. Heading over towards Novigrad. Can't save. Oh, it's because there's an enemy over there. I like this little shortcut they probably added. Like, there's probably a lot of shortcuts that they added when playtesters, you know, went through the game and realized, like, ah, crap, it's kind of hard to get around this area. And they put that little thing so that we could, like, get up the hill or whatever. In this bog, it's always really hard for Roach to navigate. Go, Roach. You're almost there.
Go, go.
As Returner's saying, they're trying to make it realistic. The horse won't go, or he doesn't think he can make it. True. Yeah, because he's probably unsure of the footing inside of... And that's true, like, if you're in, like, a swamp or something, a horse can break its leg really easily, based on books that I've read, I guess. They would describe it as, like, you know, a horse could step in the wrong hole in a swamp, and, you know, it sinks in there and gets stuck and breaks its leg.
Bully, goat heads.
Where are you scurrying to, Rich? Let's see your pass.
Pass? What pass?
Kind of pass confirms you ain't no mage. Can't enter or leave Novigrad without it.
Why have you shut the city gates?
so's we can clean it of mages, witches and other scum that's crawled here since the war began. Aim to catch every last one of them, toss them on a flaming pyre like poxy livestock.
Sorry, don't have a pass.
You'll scurry no further then. Next!
Hang on. How do I get one?
Start by making an offering to the church. Then you'll need 3 pure souls to confirm...
Let him through. Here's his papers.
What? But we're...
Not your concern. Back to your post.
Regards from Siggy Reuven.
There you go. To whom it may concern, let it be known that the bearer of the present document may enter and leave the free city of Novigrad at will, both during the day and at night, and shall for no reason be perturbed, harmed, harassed, or molested in any way. His Holiness, Hierarch Hemelfut.
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
Come on, Roach, let's go.
Sick of it all.
Not a headache again. Can't breathe. Eternal fire. Father of all. Be on my fire. Oh, you don't mean to.
Guardsmen outside Triss's house. Not good.
Maybe he lied. He lied when I cut off his first finger. The old dog.
Ladies and gents, that is going to do it for The Witcher 3 today. Thank you everybody for joining. Now, we are going to raid at the end of this, so let's get a raid message in that chat and get ready to copy that thing down so we can paste it into the stream we join. But anybody who doesn't know the channel you're watching right now, it's called The Voice of Nick. On here I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. We play story-based games on here, and they're what we call ultra-blind playthroughs. So that means I don't talk over the story or cutscene moments, but I do request no one utilize their pre-existing knowledge of the game. If you want to see more of what happens on the channel, you can type !games in the chat. You'll get a full list of all 4 concurrent gameplay series going now, including The Witcher 3. And if you like what you saw today, don't forget to hit that follow button. Up top you see that follower goal of 8. We're currently at 6. So we're almost there, guys. We're going to be doing a Voice of Nick voice live on stream to celebrate once we get to 8. Now, if you like the channel, you want to support the stuff that I do, then consider subscribing. Subscribers get a whole bunch of stuff on here, including the Voice of Nick emote, legendary status in the chat and Discord, 200 meatballs, higher chance to win in the heist minigames, and ad-free streams. Another great way to support the stream is to cheer. On the cheerleader boards this week, we have in third place, nobody. Second place, nobody. First place, Gaming Hour with 110 cheer. That's a purple level cheer. Thank you to Gaming Hour. First cheer of the week. And thank you to everybody who supports this channel. It is very highly appreciated. Every single day I improve at least one thing about this family of channels here, whether it is doing all of the YouTube stuff. So there's a YouTube exclusive gameplay series going right now of Danganronpa. You can find that at !YouTube. You can also find the Twitch Playbook, which is a free podcast I created to help you guys with your Twitch channels. That's !Playbook in the chat. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff. All those series outside the Twitch also, just like the Twitch channel did, continued going without missing a single beat. All the Twitch Playbook episodes came out every Friday while I was in Japan. Every Danganronpa episode came out while I was in Japan. The channel runs itself, ladies and gents. That's just a lot of beforehand work, is what it is. All right, let's see what we can find here. We got some people playing some video games. We're gonna take a look through some of our friends on Twitch, see if we can't find anybody doing some fun stuff. And make sure that you copy down that raid message. You can see it right there in the chat. Thank you guys, Tundra, for posting that. It says Meatball Marauders are here to party, and what you want to do is copy that down and get ready to paste it into the stream that we joined. So you can either copy that message, or if you're on a Android or another device that can't copy paste from Twitch, Androids don't let you do that, for example, then you can actually just write in the alternate raid message, Glorious Meatball Raid. Whichever one you choose, make sure to get it ready to go, and we'll see what we can do here. Let's take a look in this thing. We are going to join one of these streams once the ad is over. So yeah, the way we do our raids on here is we always try to raid somebody who's playing a previous game in our playthrough series, and that's so that we don't see any info about games we're currently playing, like The Witcher 3, or any games that we plan on playing, like literally every other game in the world. No, there's a lot of games that we've done on this channel, though, so we try to go through those. Now let's say hi to this person here, who we've actually never met before. They are called Clockwork Dork. Let's say hi to Clockwork Dork, who is playing Dragon Quest XI right now. And let's see how that's going. So we're going to jump into that stream. We never met this person before, so make sure to say hello. Make sure to post that raid message in there. And guys, I'll see you for the next one. Thank you for joining the show. Bye-bye.